Demai Perek Hey Mishnah Bet. Let's go to the Mishnah. Okay, so last Mishnah we talked about the concept of halokeh. If you buy from the baker, how do you take off maaser and challah? So based on that last Mishnah, we're going to talk about the next Mishnah. This Mishnah talks about tevel, regular tevel. If I have regular tevel and I want to take truma and trumat maaser at one time and give it to the kohen. So the Kahati explains, so the question is, can you do that? So most opinions say you can't do that. Why? Truma I take off and give to the kohen, but trumat maaser doesn't belong to me. I give maaser to the Levi. Let's go back to my chart. Okay? Truma is 1/50th. So if I go to my chart here and I want to let's clear it out. Okay? Oops. Why did I clear it out? It's very weird. If I go to here and I know why. Okay? Truma I give to the kohen. Truma I have to give to the kohen. I give him 1/50th. Okay? Maaser I give to the Levi. I give 1/10 to the Levi. Here we go. That 1/10 to the Levi. And then the Levi himself, he gives 1/10 of his tenth to the Kohen. So it ends up Kohen gets 3%, and the Levi ends up with 9%. But I have to first give it to the Levi. The Levi gives the Maaser to the Kohen. The Trumat Maaser to the Kohen. I don't give it. It's not mine to give. So most opinions say that I don't have the right to give Trumat Maaser. So therefore, it must be talking about either a Kohen or a Levi that are being mafrish Trumat, as the Kahati says. Either Kohen or the Levi, they have to be mafrish Truma and Maaser, but nonetheless, they have the ability to take off the Kohen, can take off Trumat for himself and Trumat Maaser. As well, the Levi can then take off Truma. The Maaser belongs to him, so he takes off Trumat Maaser. One other opinion is in the Bar Tanura. The Bar Tanura says we're talking about here, Umatnitin atya ke'aba Elazar ben Gomel, de Amar, keshem sheyesh lo lebal habayit reshut litrom truma gedola, kach yesh lo reshut litrom trumat maaser. Okay, so there's another opinion. There's an opinion that says that the Baal Habayit does have the ability to take off both truma and trumat maaser. Either way, so I'm talking about tevel. We're not talking about in this Mishnah Demai, and we're talking about harotzeh lafrish truma utrumat maaser ke'echad. Whatever reason, the Kohen gets Truma and Trumat Maaser. I want to give it all in one shot. So therefore, Notel Echad Mishloshim V'Shalosh Ushlish, 1/33, i.e. 3%. Let's look at our chart. Why? Truma is 2%, as we said, and Trumat Maaser is 1%. So I look at this 3%. So let's designate this 3% not as Truma for now. We're going to stick it over here, okay? We're going to designate it in its own color. So, Notel Echad Mishloshim V'Shalosh Ushlish Ve'omer, Echad mimeh mina sheyesh kan, harei zeh bitzad zeh chulin. Okay? 1/33 over here, 1/100th of Echad mimeh, 1/100th of what designated? Chulin. That's chulin. Vehashar, and the rest, truma al hakol. And the rest of these 3/100ths is truma. And the reason why you do this is because truma, you don't give an exact amount, you give be'omed. You give approximately. So therefore, you don't want to say, you can't say 2/100ths is going to be Truma. First I say 1/100th is Truma, and then the Hashar, and the rest, approximately the rest, is Truma on the rest. So what do I have here? I have Chulin still. This is designated as Chulin. It's nothing. This is designated as Truma. Umea Chulin, Shema'ah Chulin, Umea Chulin. You have the way you have to read it is, and 1/100th, okay, Chulin. One second, let me just make sure I got that right. Ras, ume'ah chulin, and 1/100th chulin. It's very unusual language. Some of the girsa, the Kahati says, some of the girsa is meha chulin. We can understand very well that sometimes there's a problem in the language of the Mishnah. But ume'ah chulin, 1/100th chulin sheyesh bo, harei zeh bitzad zeh maaser. Okay? This chulin that I designated, I'm going to turn it into maaser. Oh, that's not my maaser color. Let's go back. I'm going to turn it into now maaser. Here's my maaser color. There we go. I'm going to make it into maaser. Ushar maaser samuchlo. How much maaser do I need? I now have to make 10. I now have to make 10 into maaser. So that's 8, 9, 10. Okay? So therefore, this is maaser. Remember, I started with these three. 1/33, 3%. So I said, okay, this is maaser. Ushar maaser samuchlo. And the rest 10th is maaser samuchlo. Zesha asiti maaser asui trumat maaser alav. That now that I made to maaser, I'm going to make into Trumat Maaser. So therefore, now the Kohen gets his 3%. Vashar Chala. This is a big question about the Girsa. Do we include this or not? Assuming that you did say, Bashar challah, you wanted more challah, what would you have to do for challah? You'd have to take approximately 2% more and turn it into challah for the Kohen. Okay? Because remember, this maaser goes to the Levi. We're talking about Tevel. The Levi gets this maaser. Altogether, the Kohen would get 5% of this bread. 2% Terumah, 1% Terumat maaser, and then another 2% challah. So whether you have that girsa of Bashar challah or not, we have the girsa that would go in. Umaaser sheni bitzvono o bidromo, and like we did the last time, maaser sheni tzafon u bidarom. I want to take it make that maaser sheni mechulal ala ma'ot, and then I take it and I designate the kedusha of that maaser sheni, and I make it mechulal. I'm going to designate it and say on the money, okay, right onto my money, and therefore that maaser sheni is no longer in my bread. I can now eat my bread, and I have to take this maaser sheni into Yerushalayim. Okay, I hope that's clear for you. If you have any comments or questions, you can feel free to contact me at rspolter. Oh, that's not there. You can feel free to contact me at rspolter@gmail.com. And I will designate this learning dedicated to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. And as always, have a great day.